Imagine a 40-ton boulder hidden in a Massachusetts river, covered in carvings so bizarre they've puzzled George Washington, scholars, and explorers for centuries. What secrets are etched into Dighton Rock's mysterious symbols? Join me as we dive deep into this ancient enigma to uncover what these carvings really mean and why they might rewrite history. Stick around, hit that subscribe button, and let's unravel one of America's greatest mysteries together. Deep in Berkley, Massachusetts, along the banks of the Taunton River, lies Dighton Rock, a 40-ton sandstone giant that's captivated historians, archaeologists, and mystery seekers for over 300 years. Its surface is etched with cryptic petroglyphs, lines, geometric shapes, human figures, animal tracks, and what some claim is undeciphered writing. First documented in 1680, this boulder has sparked over 1,000 books, articles, and more than 35 wild theories about its origins. From Native American rituals to Viking explorers, Phoenician sailors, Portuguese adventurers, and even ancient Chinese navigators. But who carved these symbols and why? Today, we'll explore the most compelling theories, debunk the myths, and reveal lesser-known facts that make Dighton Rock a true historical puzzle. Let's get started. Dighton Rock is no ordinary boulder. Measuring 5 feet high, 9.5 feet wide, and 11 feet long, this gray-brown crystalline sandstone once sat in the Taunton River's tidal bed, near where it widens into Mount Hope Bay. For centuries, it was partially submerged, its carvings kissed by the tides twice daily. This unique location made it a natural landmark, visible to anyone navigating the river, a perfect spot for a message, a marker, or a sacred site. In 1963, to protect it from erosion and vandalism, the rock was moved to Dighton Rock State Park, where it now rests in a small museum. But its carvings, lines, circles, human-like figures, turkey tracks, and snaking patterns remain as mysterious as ever. Why would someone go to the trouble of carving a 40-ton boulder in such a remote tidal location? Let's dive into the leading theories. The most plausible theory points to the Wampanoag, Narragansett, or other Algonquian peoples who called this region home. In 1680, Reverend John Danforth, one of the first to document the rock, sketched its carvings, now preserved in the British Museum, and believed they were Native American. He interpreted them as depicting a ship's arrival and a battle, possibly marking a territorial boundary or a significant event like a vision quest. George Washington, during a 1789 visit, agreed, noting similarities to Native American carvings he'd seen in Virginia. Why does this theory hold water? The Taunton River, known to the Wampanoag as Tidiccut, was a vital trade and travel route, and its mouth at Mount Hope Bay was a strategic spot, perfect for a territorial marker or ceremonial site. The carving's motifs, like turkey tracks and snaking lines, echo Wampanoag symbolism tied to clan identities or spiritual journeys. Some scholars suggest the carvings record a Wampanoag vision quest, where spiritual experiences were etched into stone as a sacred act. The rock's tidal setting may have held ceremonial significance, as rivers were often sacred in Native American culture. Could the carvings be a map or astronomical record? Some researchers propose they mark celestial events or geographical landmarks, hinting at a sophisticated understanding of astronomy. But without organic material for radiocarbon dating, and with tidal erosion obscuring details, we can't pinpoint their age or exact purpose. Still, the Native American theory is grounded in the region's history and archaeology, making it the strongest contender. In 1837, Danish historian Carl Christian Raffin made waves by claiming Dighton Rock's carvings were Norse, linking them to Thorfinn Karlsefni's saga and a supposed Viking settlement called Hop on the Taunton River. He interpreted the petroglyphs as reading, "Thorfinn and his 151 companions took possession of this land." This theory thrilled 19th-century romantics, with the Rhode Island Historical Society and Danish scholars endorsing it. But here's the catch. In 1916, Edmund Delabar debunked Raffin's claims, showing he'd manipulated the carving's images to resemble runes. While Vikings reached Newfoundland around 1000 CE, As proven at Lonso Meadows, there's no evidence they ventured to Massachusetts. The carvings bear little resemblance to Norse runes, which are angular and alphabetic, unlike Dighton Rock's abstract shapes. Raffin's theory was so popular that in the 1950s, some tried to gift Dighton Rock to Denmark's Royal Society of Antiquarians, but the plan fell apart due to the rock's sheer size. This theory, while exciting, doesn't hold up to scrutiny. In 1912, Brown University professor Edmund Delabarre proposed a bold theory. The carvings were Portuguese, created by explorer Miguel Corte Real, who vanished near Newfoundland in 1502. Delabarre claimed to see the date, 1511, the name Miguel Corte Real, and symbols like the Portuguese royal coat of arms and the cross of the Order of Christ. He suggested Corte Real survived, reached Massachusetts, and inscribed, "I, Miguel Corte Real, 1511, in this place by the will of God, I became a chief of the Indians." This theory is popular in Portugal, where Delabarre was honored by the government, but it's shaky. Historians like Samuel Eliot Morison and Douglas Hunter argue the carvings don't clearly form Latin text or Portuguese symbols. No records confirm Corte Real's survival past 1502, and Delabarre's claim of a hypnotic effect, resembling a Rorschach test, suggests he saw what he wanted to see. The Miguel Corte Real Memorial Society of New York bought 49.5 acres near the rock in 1952 to create a park, but Massachusetts later took the land for Dighton Rock State Park. While intriguing, this theory lacks hard evidence. Some theories push the boundaries of plausibility. In 1767, Ezra Stiles suggested Phoenician sailors carved the rock, and in 1781, Antoine Coeur de Gebelin claimed they were Carthaginian, depicting an oracle consultation. Both lack archaeological support. No Mediterranean artifacts have been found in the region. In 2002, Gavin Menzies' book, 1421, The Year China Discovered America, proposed Chinese explorers made the carvings, comparing them to Brazil's Inga stone. But Menzies' work is widely debunked as pseudo-history, with no evidence of Chinese scripts on Dighton Rock. Gebelin's theory gained traction in Europe because Danforth's sketch circulated among scholars, but it's now dismissed as speculative. These ideas fuel curiosity, but crumble under scrutiny. Why is Dighton Rock so hard to decipher? The carvings, lines, circles, human figures, animal tracks, and possible letters are weathered by centuries of tidal erosion, with mineral crusts preventing accurate sampling. Without organic material, radiocarbon dating is impossible, leaving the carving's age a mystery. Delabarre's Rorschach effect theory suggests their ambiguity invites subjective interpretations, explaining the flood of competing claims. The rock bears minor vandalism, like tourist initials and a possible inscription, "Injun Trail to Spring in Swamp Arrow Yards, 167, but Danforth's 1680 sketch confirms the petroglyphs' authenticity. The carving's complexity, unlike simpler regional petroglyphs, hints at a significant purpose, perhaps a sacred site, territorial marker, or even an ancient map. Their location, facing the sea at the Taunton River's mouth, suggests they were meant to be seen by approaching visitors. But without definitive evidence, the truth remains elusive. Dighton Rock's bizarre carvings are a testament to the mysteries of America's past. The Wampanoag theory, backed by regional archaeology and historical records, is the most likely, but Viking, Portuguese, and other claims keep the debate alive. Could these symbols be a map, a spiritual record, or something else entirely? One thing's clear: Dighton Rock continues to captivate, challenging us to rethink early American history. What do you think Dighton Rock's carvings mean? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button, and subscribe to Ancient Chronicles HD for more historical enigmas. Next up, we'll explore another ancient artifact that's baffled experts for centuries. Don't miss it.